All right, there you go, Dirk.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
From the 25, here's second down at 7. On play action, it's Mahomes. He'll buy some time right. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. It was the safety blitz that ultimately did the job, and they're going to credit him with a sack. We were wondering what they would do defensively to disrupt Patrick Mahomes. Sacking him on the first drive, that's a really good way to set a tone.
The last thing you want to do is let him get established in the pocket where he can set his feet and throw wherever he wants to. Even though he does it well on the run and on the move, you definitely want to get him off the spot in the pocket.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. In motion right, that's Hardman. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Under pressure, and they got to him again. So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And this one is incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. Well, you got to think, Charles, that one's on the quarterback, as everybody was up at the line of scrimmage. He just didn't call for the snap in time.
Yeah, I think he needs a little bit better awareness out there, because you got to know when the clock's in single digits and either snap it or get a timeout called if you have one.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Brandon Cooks from 19 yards away. And the Cowboys are on the board first here on the road in Kansas City.
You blocked my field goal. The game over.
The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And that makes the score 7-0. So after the made field goal, back out is Aubrey to kick this away.
You blocked my damn field goal. Game over.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. They overload him that time on the safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left.
Oh,
pass
shit,
taken in
him
by his
he
big
got
tight
him away.
end. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Here's Mahomes to throw. Screenplay, McKinnon. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty. 2nd down and a yard. Here's Jerick McKinnon, his first carry of the ball game. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Now Mahomes going to shift him around. The slot man in motion right. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. Shoves him aside near the 35. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 down at the 33. On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco.
That motherfucker break the first tackle every damn time.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. That ball caught. It's Rice.
The ball,
and he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 16. And now they'll shift things around. They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Again, it's Pacheco. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. And he's got Hardman in the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City. A 9-yard touchdown there. And the Chiefs are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point by Butker is on target, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Cavante Turpin now from his end zone. And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. These two teams all tied after 1. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Yeah, I'm dead.
And that's a nice job there, because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. He's able to knock that one away.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. To throw is Prescott. To Lamb, he pulls it in.
You just said you better start. Don't wait so late now.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 48-yard line.
All right. Okay.
Pollard will take it up the gun. He'll take this to the 46. Here's a 2nd and 8. Now Prescott. That's dumped off to Pollard.
All right.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On third down, it's Prescott. That is caught. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A good pickup there, a 22. First down, Prescott. And this ball incomplete.
Oh,
Looked
that's
very much to be a
Come on,
catchable
man.
ball. He could not hang on. Second down coming up. And again, it's Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker. So 2 of 2 on third down conversions on this drive. And now they face a 3rd and 3 here. Throwing, Prescott. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Prescott to throw it. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They're putting together a drive
down,
here in the final
man.
minutes
Let me
of
on
the
the
half.
board,
But
bro.
the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
A second down throw for Prescott. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. In the second quarter, and already his 2nd touchdown reception.
Absolutely the definition of a difference maker here in this first half. Clearly one of his quarterback's favorite targets in this game, and I figure he's going to draw a little more attention and coverage moving forward.
They're going to try and run, and he'll get into the end zone. That gives his guys an 8-point lead. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive that lasts into double-digit snaps. You need a score here, not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent, and that's what they're doing right now, swapping that onus back and forth. To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free, and there's another example, another incompletion.
Oh, an ill-advised throw there, and it's intercepted. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Now Mike McCarthy saying, let's go for 2. They'll try and run it here. And he is into the end zone for 2 more as the lead moves up to 16. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know, they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Looking for Kelsey on the deep ball. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
And he'll get this up only to about the 33. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. 4th down, so Kansas City sends out Tommy Townsend. Cavante Turpin deep for the Cowboys. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And just inside of a minute left, Charles, they got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this, but you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out of this.
Yeah, you want to move with a nice sense of pace. You want to up the tempo a little bit, but you have to do it with some poise as well. You don't want to go so fast that you hurry yourself into mistakes.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Boy, a big play right there. I mean, a touchdown on this drive could have really put some separation on the scoreboard. Instead, it's the defense who scores. And, partner, we got a game again.
And we do have one because of what you just described. A defense that understood what was going on in this game and did something about it. They knew their offense needed some help. They just provided it. They're back in this one.
The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go with the first half. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. Back to it after the pick 6. Prescott. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And he's got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Cowboys. CeeDee Lamb in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cowboys will extend their lead here just before halftime.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. So Dak will bring the Cowboys up to go for the 2-point try. And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Now Mike McCarthy going to decide to go for 2 here.
Prescott, they're going to throw for it. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. Interesting call there. They went for 2 even after the penalty from the 7-yard line. It didn't pay off.
I think the first thought is to go ahead and kick the extra point, but you're not kicking it from the 7-yard line.
Yeah,
right?
because you get pushed 5 back on the PAT as well.
Right, so they have to take it from the 15 to administer the penalty. So now you're kicking it around 40 yards. So I understand why they probably went for 2 there. They thought they had a better play and a better chance in that situation.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with Mahomes under center, anything's possible. Watch out for the deep ball.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Final shot before the half for Mahomes.
This ball deep for Tony. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
Picked off by Stephon Gilmore.
And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Prescott looks to throw on first. There again is Cooks, complete.
Down the right sideline.
And down to the 7-yard line. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Now Dak, he wants to change the play.
Prescott now.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Not liking the look. They'll change the play. Now Prescott. Drops this underneath for Pollard. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Looking to throw. Prescott. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Brandon Cooks. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I know they're not asking me, but I'll give you my opinion anyway. I think it's time to erase that play from the call sheet. I guess they figure with the big lead they can experiment a little bit. But all in all, just go ahead and put that play on ice.
Now James returning. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Hey. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Mahomes now on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 23 yards on the tuck and run. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They go play action. Now Mahomes steps away. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I'm actually looking at this play with defensive eyes here, partner, because they were still laser focused on him after his earlier exploits on this drive. I think they went back to the well just a little bit too soon. He got across the line of scrimmage, but they certainly weren't giving up much more than that.
Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw here complete to Kelsey. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Now here's Mahomes. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. 3rd quarter action from Kansas City. 2nd down and 10. Pacheco gets it up the gut. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes flush to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
Butker's kick here is good, and the deficit falls under 20 now. It's a 19-point game. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Prescott from the gun.
He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. To throw, it's Mahomes.
That one caught by Rice.
And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Flushed out right.
Open man right side is Rice.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a 1st?
To get back in this ball game, big plays are going to be necessary. And here's one right on cue. Coming up with 3 scores here in the 4th is not going to be an easy task, but that's good work there to bite off a chunk of yards.
Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Mahomes now to throw. That escapes the sack. They'll roll him out right. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he's going to be taken down.
Man.
A sack back at the 32. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to fire one, corner of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore.
And the Cowboys will take over here at their own 12-yard line. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead.
Okay, so
Well, just a little too lackadaisical, Charles, and they didn't get up and snap the ball in time. Delay of game.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if he understood where the clock was located. In different stadiums, it's in different places. You have to check that in pregame and make sure you're aware so you don't run into penalties like these.
Now Dak, he's going to mix it up. Here's Prescott. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. On second down, it's Pollard. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. The offense on third down, a perfect 4 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Prescott. Yeah, they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. So a PI call going to cost him there defensively. What did you see?
Well, I think it's the right call, partner, because sometimes we'll see officials kind of let them play. But by the letter of the law, that's definitely a penalty.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
I'm saying, y'all ain't know y'all over there playing
28 yards. So they move from 136 over to the other as they come up on first down.
Yeah.
Here's Prescott. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Leo Chanel. And the Chiefs force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 27. He'll throw from the gun. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. He violated a big-time no-no in throwing that pick, rolling right, throwing across his body.
And you know that your dad taught you that in the backyard when you were a tyke.
Yep.
Don't do it. The problem, every now and then you get away with it. This time, not the case.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. A good pick up there of 20 yards. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. He'll drop to throw. He's got a man. It's his fullback. Down at the 2. Broke through first contact, but ultimately stopped shy of the goal line. Pollard. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. Looking to throw. And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the Cowboys' decision.
Good game, bro.